Well, welcome back to the Hideout podcast.
I am
now going to be the host because indeed I come on time, unlike the person who's actually supposed to be the host. I am your host today, Simon says. And indeed, I say that indeed we have an esteemed guest today.
Yeah.
She matches the background because she comes ready. Even if she doesn't come on time, she comes ready to play.
Yeah.
The host of the Hideout podcast, the one and only one boy. Woo, 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 woo. How does it feel being a guest in your own podcast?
Thank you. I don't know. I think I'm still trying to see how it feels like being a guest in my own podcast.
Yes, and even a big guest in your own set.
Yeah, you know. Hey, it seems like today. Hey, welcome to the Hideout podcast. And nimekaribishwa leo because today I'm actually the guest here. Thank you so much, Simon. Good to see you.
Hey, good to see you. It's been a minute.
A long time.
5 years already. It's been a minute.
It's actually been a minute. I think last time we did a podcast. That was actually the last time we saw each other.
True, yes, exactly. And I also want to appreciate you, but we've been always communication.
Yeah.
But yes, I want to appreciate you. You look better than last time. Hey, someone has been getting that money.
Hey, well,
I see progress. The set is better. And some even I wanted you guys to know 5 years, there's actually progress here. The mics, the production quality, and even the hosts themselves, they are looking good.
Thank you very much. You're also looking good yourself. I like this. Is it a sweater?
Yes, of course. I was both
shirt?
of this is I don't know what
it. Inaka vizuri. I like sweaters.
She chose it.
Yeah, she chose it. Hey, I tell you, after last time when we were doing our last episode, we were not hearing, she chose it.
That's about she.
It's not the same.
I was in the streets. Sometimes you have to be out there in the streets to actually know. And the streets, you see those people who complain about the streets. The Nairobi streets are actually pretty okay.
They are.
If you're toxic enough.
Oh, if you're toxic enough. So
yes.
When you're toxic to talk
yeah, if you have a problem with the streets, that means you're not toxic enough.
Yeah.
And you need to grow up and get some toxic balls. Toxic balls will actually help you conquer and actually not be the victim of any toxicity because you see yourself.
Yeah.
And that is something and being honest, that's something I realized. I don't know when it was the day before yesterday. Someone who I was with, because I was dating older. I did not know that she was toxic to other people, like the people she was bossing because she was the management level.
Okay.
I was covered by the whole protection of that she loves me. But where?
Oh, I think I like what you're saying because it's those kind of people who say that they're kind to you, but they're not kind to other people as well.
And now is when I'm realizing when someone told me a story and I was like, my eyes, I was blind. I didn't see what I was with.
Yeah, true.
I apologized to someone because I did not see
because siku yako inakuja. They might be unkind to. No, I'm like because and
it turned on me.
Oh, it did.
Oh yeah. But then the thing is when you bring me toxicity. I not only match your energy, I accelerated.
Aura for aura.
And then not even that. I you know how sometimes when you say, "All right, cool, the war is done," you have the foot in the neck. Mine is no. There's not that scenario of leaving the bad guy up. You kill it.
You kill it.
You just go. You keep on going. Like I am willing to go further than you think.
Yes. Yes,
and that's now me. And then yes.
But I'm glad I like that, you're now saying, this is, she chose it for me. I'm like, Mungu wangu. Siku yangu inafika. I'll also be saying, they chose it for me.
I'm dressed by.
dressed by babe,
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, I'm glad. At least mtoke soko, mtuachie wengine soko.
Wow. Because
tumejaa soko.
You see what she's saying? Your toxicity, Simon.
Watu wengine watoke soko watu wachie angalau.
Exactly.
But I like that hata even when somebody is in singlehood, you get to experience at least to get to know yourself and
you learn intelligence. Actually, singlehood is the best time to learn intelligence on how people actually behave. Because you're getting into you can get into those 2 week, 3 week little things, those flings. You get into the recognition of the habits that people have because there's a big difference between what people say about themselves and who they truly are.
That is true.
And that is why I ignore a lot of people who have this. I would never. I would never do this. People who do this sort of thing. Anytime I see someone like that, I say, I know probably you're front, and you do. There's a difference between who you say you are and versus what you actually do. And that's the truth. When you learn those things, you move with and you also recognize the difference between social media standards and core ground. There is a big difference. How things really are, and versus what people would want to say that they are on social media.
Maybe just a question now that you're talking about, like maybe you are different from the person. Like, do you think like an artist, rather you as a creative, you should be separated from your art?
Now here's an interesting situation. Even I'm glad even you. That's a very good question. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
These are better questions. 5 years on.
5 years later. 5 years later. Even the questions.
The intelligence level on this podcast.
Now this is Hideout at 5. This is Hideout at 5.
So now let me answer that intelligent question with an intelligent answer.
Yes.
So the main thing is when you're talking about that as a single person, you're supposed to repeat that again. Sorry for me.
No, the question was like you as a person. Like, should we separate an artist
the
from
creative.
the arts?
Okay. What happened was, and that's kind of hard to do. And here's why. I saw this based on a real life situation. The person I'm with, she now was in the context of a wedding. You know, weddings and stuff. What happens when you're around a lot of ladies? They ask you, who are you with?
Okay.
And then, of course, when you say who are you with, they're gonna ask to see
the picture.
Exactly.
Yeah,
now my IG
evidence.
is full of things that I have said. What are they gonna judge by? And these are aunties. These are not fellow girlfriends. These are aunties. Okay. What are they gonna judge by? The things I've said, the things I've created, because they are a version of you, not holistically you, a version of you. So as a content creator, you will be judged by the content you released in your personal life. Now what you need to recognize is always be authentic and be able to stand on it.
Okay.
Reason why I'm saying this is one of those videos that were there on the top there is how men should cheat better. Yes. And the content of that particular video, and notice, imagine your auntie seeing that the guy that you're with has a video there saying how men should cheat better.
Yes.
That time of the CEO and that lady with the account.
Yes.
Yeah. And because honestly, men need to learn how to cheat better if you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
So
you better learn.
But the whole idea was they were just like they see the thought process, they see him, they're like, okay, cool, this is interesting. But where? Itakuramba ama that's what they're asking. One thing is, as a guy content creator, one of the biggest issues that you probably get is there'll be the assumption that you have a wide pool of ladies on your neck by the lady that you are with. So you have to overcompensate by reassuring a lot of security. And don't disregard her emotions or insecurities, but just necessarily clothe it and learn how to ease it out. Because it comes from a place where maybe she has never dated on the content, someone who's constantly putting themselves out, not only on podcasts and content creation, but also on every national television. So there's also that. So I recognize where it comes from and you have to be able to bear that burden and don't necessarily tell people how not to judge you or to judge you. Accept the judgment that's going to come your way as a content creator in the context of a relationship, and then learn how to mitigate that judgment. Because I cannot be busy complaining, don't judge me by my content or what I say. No.
Yeah, and that is the kind of content you're putting out there.
You have to now own it. Own your content, and then that will help you walk in your authentic energy, both in your personal relationship and also in your creative relationship, so that you can also be more cognizant of what the heck I say behind this microphone. Is it really me, or am I pontificating to an audience? Thank
you. I like that. I like the fact that you mentioned that you have to be authentic even and to own your content as well. Now, when you're owning your content, in the process of you owning your content and you trying to stand out and be, the authentic content creator that you are. Now, when partnerships come along,
partnerships
come along, I think you're actually trying to explain to me maybe the difference between partnerships and collaboration, because I kind of feel like...
What did you get from that, from my description first?
Well, I think...
what's stuck?
I think what's stuck is the fact that you mentioned that partnership feels more like... is it a collaboration that is short-term? Or is it partnership?
Let me give it to you. You see, students who don't remember...
No, I wanted that to be part of this conversation. That is why.
It's okay.
So here we are. So here we are.
One thing I would say, when it comes to the context of content creation, there's a difference between partnerships and collaborations. When you have a collaboration, you're not vested solely in the outcome of the particular thing. You're just vested in playing your role, so that now whatever outcome may be, it's non-negligible. Because now you can be the person, as I give an example of, the person that's bringing the mic here. You're not invested in the outcome of this particular product, where you get views or it goes viral, whatever, where you get an income from this. No, all you're invested in is my product brought on time, or the microphone's brought on time. Are they now okay when they're done, are they in the same shape that I gave you? Did I get back all my equipment? That is you playing a collaborative role. Partnership is I'm invested in the whole thing.
Okay.
I'm invested in making sure that the camera was okay, the guest was there on time, it was shot, there was electricity.
And you keep repeating the guest was there on time before the host arrived.
It was all that.
Yes.
And of course, and also the output of this particular product. Is it helping? Is it going towards the goal that we want? I am invested towards the output of the particular project. That's when you're in partnership. You're not in partnership if you're not vested in the output. You're only in a collaborative role.
Okay, thank you for that. Now, maybe just when it comes in terms of partnerships and collaboration as well, is it easier for you as a content creator, you as Simon, is it easier for you to collaborate or rather to partner with maybe a stranger or a friend? Or maybe someone that you know?
Collaborate. Now, I would say strangers. Strangers, because they're easier to shape their perception of you. People who know you, they already have a prejudice against you or even for you. And that may not work for your advantage, because even if the prejudice is for you, they may make the assumption that indeed you may play this role that I want you to play in this particular project at a lower cost. While a stranger will view you as an asset towards the goal.
Okay.
And then now the asset towards the goal is purely on the approach is your skill set that you're bringing and what it is that you have to even offer for the outcome to come. That's the whole idea. So with strangers, they don't have the prejudice. There's no other lingering thoughts like about you or any other preconceived notions.
Or like they don't know you like that.
Yes. Basically, in simpler terms. Simple. Now all that English, forget it.
I'm Joanny in short.
Yes.
Oh, so it's easier for you to work with. And in terms of values,
even in general, sometimes.
What happens when it comes? Maybe in terms of values as well. Like are your values aligning? In terms of because they're strangers now. I don't even know.
Values don't need to align
for
you to get a good outcome.
Oh, they don't need.
As long as you guys have to put the goal as a priority.
Okay.
We can have different values. We can have different, even just little things, but we can also learn how to even now making sure that the goal is the output. For example, in a work situation, if you value being on time heavily and the other person doesn't, you guys can still work by reaching a medium in the sense that you're recognizing now, okay, cool, since time is not whatever, but does Simon deliver? Is he delivering on time? Cool. If he's not coming on time, is he delivering on time? Cool. How can we mitigate that or making sure other things happen? Cool. You can still work together even if you have different values, because Simon's value now, I will get the job done at the stipulated deadline, but at the same time I may not come on time, but the job will be done. You can still work with that kind of individual, and actually learning how to mitigate and work with different types of individuals who have different priorities sometimes is a skill set that a lot of managers even don't have. That's what happens a lot. It's now a skill that you need to be malleable, especially when you're in a position of power and you're dealing with different dynamics. That's what causes now, as you hear the friction of Gen Zs in the workplace and all the other stuff. Is because managers are not malleable to their different, even work, what is a culture? And stuff. But at the same time, you also have to meet a deadline. There's a deadline to it. If your skill set is good, you can be given more leeway. But if your skill set is a little bit wanting, your leeway is very thin. Also, don't push it.
Okay. It's true. Also, don't push it.
Yeah, don't push it.
So what are some of the red flags that you have seen in terms of partnerships? Because I believe that you have been able to work with with a lot of brands and
even
organizations.
Even main media, even and what you call it, even KTNs and all that stuff.
Yes, even KTN and all that. Even Hideout here, because now you're in Hideout podcast. Now I'm like, what are some of the red flags that you had seen before? But then again, you kind of like ulizilenga. But then again, later, maybe as the partnership unfolds, you're like, oh, wait a minute. Like, I will have seen this before. I will have seen this.
I see. Now, for me, I'm mostly called as a consultant on many digital marketing issues and giving guidance on how this particular project should actually be guided and which efforts should be put in this particular project. What happens is this. Before you get into a partnership with someone, test their ability to fit a schedule. Could be like this. If you guys have a scheduled call at 10 a.m., that person does not meet at 10 a.m. And furthermore, they never informed you before the 10 a.m. that they would be late for that particular call. You recognize two things. This person would not communicate to you. They have other things that if they're late, and they don't hold even being on time on some things. So if you're seeking payment from this particular person, expect lateness in payment and expect that indeed you will not be communicated to if payment is actually going to be late. Yes. Now you see then now you're setting expectations accordingly. Now when you see that issue, now you put in measures. Because this person's going to be late, whatever, you start pressuring them 4 days earlier. If you're still going to work with them. Now, some people may say, I cannot mentally do that. Now, for me, I say, always expand your mental capacity. Don't run away from the situation. Now, literally now, this person is okay or late or whatever. Now I know how to hold them accountable 2 or 3 days earlier. Bam. And I put in measures. Then I'm on your neck even day before. And I tell you how to communicate to me. You see a lot of issues. Here's the main issue with a lot of partnerships, even in business or even in relationships, is expectations.
Oh, expectations.
You have to speak about your expectations that you expect from the person. Here's what happened. Oh, nilikuwa nadhani, I thought you meant this. Oh, I thought you said not 10 a.m. I thought you said whatever. Assumptions. It's supposed to be clarity, and because of unmet expectations, that's what leads to a lot of people saying, but you didn't do this. You're supposed to bring the mics at this time. You're supposed to be here. You're supposed to open up the studio. The lighting was supposed to be done. You're not supposed to buy the tokens. Why was that not written down already for clarity so that you do not get any unmet expectations?
And it actually sounds more like a lack of accountability from the partners as well. Because what do you mean? Maybe the mics are not there on time. Maybe you also never even communicated because, as you're saying, maybe you were supposed to meet at 10
and give a consequence. If someone falls, give a consequence. There has to be a consequence. People don't respond to just saying, oh, sorry. Oh no! Oh,
like sorry too.
Now,
how do I apologize?
If you were I would either deduct something. For example, if I'm the one seeking a payment, it's harder. It's easier to give the punishment when you're the one paying.
Yes.
Now, when you're receiving a payment, you deduct. How you do is the punishment is you delay the delivery.
Oh, you delayed the delivery.
You delayed the consequence.
But then delay the money.
Either way. No. Whatever they're urgent to receive, you make them punish it. They're urgent for something. That's why they came to you. They're urgent for something. Delay it. And say that you will. And you have to say that as a consequence. And you have to do that in the sense that, sorry, I'm seeing a delay because you did this and I had constantly done this. So sorry for that delay, but it was caused because of that. Don't say it as if you're passing punishment on them. Say it as if it's a consequence of your action.
But now, maybe as you are now putting it like that, now I'm thinking in terms of like...
but you have this, but that's because if you do like that, that'd be because you're too late. Because that one is a too late thing. You should mention this before you begin.
You should be matching this.
Before you begin.
Senye trafika kwa pesa ndo tunaanza kucheza mbona. Like we're just getting to the money, to the payment part. Like now we need...
right now, like when we're starting the partnership, we're talking here, the terms or whatever. State the terms. What are the biggest issues content creators have about when doing partnerships? Delays in payments, deliveries, and at the same time, reshoots. And at the same time, going back to redo an edit or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Those all should be discussed before you guys even agree on payment so that now you recognize if there's a reshoot, good, there's a 50% fee of the total. If there's because you did not specify. If there's you did not specify, I should not wear yellow. I wore yellow.
Oh, yeah.
You did not specify, but you're telling me to reshoot, it's okay. You just have to pay 50%. And at the same time, if you have to, but have a clearance every stage as a content creator, even if you're not dealing with the professionals, have a clearance. Hey, so I'm planning on doing this, and this. This is my script. This is how I'll be dressed. This is how I'll be looking. This is how my background will be. It will be yellow, and I'll be on podcast, and I'll be seated down. Is approved. Everything is approved. If you have any changes, you need where?
Yes, 50% tunakata hapo.
Yes, we're adding, on top of the expenses. If you're making me do it again, it's another 50% of the total.
Yeah.
Or you can be 50-60 depending on how much they tell you to redo. Yeah.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Even accountability goes to you as a person, and also the other person as, partnerships and maybe as an organization or whatever that is. Maybe just how do you build trust? Because now this is someone when you're like we don't know, and then maybe they have DM'd me or they have DM'd you pale kwa Instagram. We don't even know each other, but now they want us to work together in partnerships. Now, how do we build trust?
Giving someone to do something, make them do something. If you don't want to, if someone has reached out to you and they want something from you, make them do something. I always tell someone, I want to begin video. I want you to do. There are many people reach out to me how to do video content and everything. I say cool, and this is how their qualifiers you must have before people you want to work with. I have qualifiers before I consult with you. The main thing is I make you do something. If you want a piece of video, I ask you, have you ever recorded a video? They say yes or no. I want you to record a video and send it to me on this. If that person does it, then we can now discuss. Cool. And depending on the pace they do it, depending on how they do it, now determines whether this person is actually serious or I can qualify to actually work with me, then we can actually transact. If they delay and whatever, I say, just keep at it. You're doing a good job. End of story, because you're qualifying them based on how urgent is this to them and are based on their urgency, are they able to also invest even money in this? Yeah.
Thank you very much. I think I was actually talking about partnerships because the last time we had you here on Hideout podcast, you kind of connected me. No, you didn't say anything. Okay, we said a lot of things, but like you connected me with it was more of like a banking. I did.
Yes, you did. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, I actually the first Hideout podcast. What is it called? Is it advertisement?
Yes.
Yes.
I did it.
Oh my God. Thank you very much.
I put money in your pocket.
Yes, you actually did. I remember. Imagine you actually did.
I forgot.
I tell you, we actually got money.
I'm a partner, by the way. Actually, I'm a partner. I'm shares.
And I was actually so happy. Nakumbuka, tulifanya so many retakes na Kago kwa studio. I was like, no, we need to shoot again. And it was really interesting because honestly, I think in that...
I'm glad.
Asante sana. I really appreciate. And now we are more actually, I think from your time, we have been open and, having just... open-minded. We have been open-minded about, partnerships and collaboration with other people and other organizations as well. Because that was actually very interesting. And yes, I just have to mention that.
Now now the thing is, now you have a skill set. You already know how to put it in, and you already know how to even slot in an ad and everything.
Yes, and at least now I know that Kumbe can actually get something from this podcast by advertising and just mentioning something on my podcast. So I had to mention that because Asante Sana, because you really our first partnership on Hideout podcast was actually because of you.
I'm honored. Wow.
Asante Sana, I really appreciate that.
Thank you. That's a sign you never know the impact of your actions in someone's life. For me, even I was even scared. I'm like, gosh, I don't remember anything about a bank. I was even scared. I'm like, what is she saying? Then I remembered. I'm like, BitNob.
Yes. Asante Sana.
BitNob. Was it BitNob?
Yes, it was. It
was BitNob, yes.
I can't really remember.
I think it was BitNob. I think it was BitNob, yes.
So we had a partnership.
That's what friends do.
That is actually what
you're supposed to do. Put your money in your pockets of your friends.
If you can, bringing those.
Now for me, I refer. I always refer where I can. Hey, wow.
Asante Sana.
I'm honored. Thank you for even remembering that. I honestly
I had to remember that. I think we need to keep on doing.
I see. But I keep in my circle. I think I'll throw something also your way. I'll see.
Atanipea namba ya Mpesa. I think Kenya niko na si Mpesa. Namba ya Mpesa atanipea akimaliza.
Go ahead.
Yes. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. And the last time, Pia, when you were here, we said that we'll be posting our videos on YouTube. I don't know where. Well,
Sasa here. Now that's accountability. Accountability now. There's a consequence now.
There has to be a consequence. I tell you, there has to be a consequence. But you know now.
You have not been uploading your videos on YouTube.
I have actually not. But let me tell you why. I don't know.
Don't give me the excuse. In fact, I don't want to hear it.
Actually, let me not.
I don't want to. In fact, I don't want to hear it.
After only partnership. What
the heck have you not been doing?
Kago, mbona tujakuwa videos?
Don't look at other people. It starts with you.
Okay,
stop being brutal.
And it ends.
It starts with you. It starts with you.
But we're starting. In fact, this video, I was actually saying, you know what? The first video that nilikuwa zile za ile ingine siku post na vile tuliongea na Simon and then we were like, you know what, we're starting now to post kwa sasa. Now from today
you're gonna do it
from this video today,
from now henceforth you're gonna put
sasa
post
from
it
here,
there.
we
It's
are
gonna
now
give
going to
you
post it.
you're gonna see a lot more. It's a whole different view. Don't limit yourself
because
in platforms.
because I even saw the statistics for podcasters. Like people really go for the videos and the YouTubes as well,
because I play it in the background and I can see now. Sometimes I want to see the expression and stuff like that. So, and plus YouTube, because I'm already there, so meet people where they are.
True.
That makes
meet people where they I like that. I like the fact that even when it comes to even our daily work and our daily lives, you know, like meet people where they are.
Exactly.
Because it's actually easier, because some people may not be having the resources or the means to get to where you are, but you can be able to come down.
Or even they don't even get on Spotify like that, or they don't even get on the other audio platforms like that. And for me, even I consume most of my podcasts, I would say, even via YouTube, if I'm not wrong.
Me too.
I would say it's so you even look at your own habits.
Even me too. I was
and
like, yesterday I was watching this this podcast, and it's called the Creator.
Creator. Yeah, no, I just about. Is it the one for? Is it for Instagram, or is it's just a YouTube platform thing?
Yes, it's just
they have a lot of creators.
Yes, where they have a lot of creators.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Now, as I was looking at it, I was like, wait a minute. Even me, I'm actually enjoying watching other people. I'm
it's
like,
simple. Yeah.
Now, like, why? Because I mean, it's actually hard to find like, unless maybe niko kwa mat ama niko kwa gari ndo utasikiza kitu. But like watching, I think I'd go for a podcast, for a video podcast anytime.
Exactly. And it seems more believable, especially when you're trying to establish yourself as a brand.
Yes.
Because I won't lie to you, most of my podcasts, the visual ones, have got me in rooms because I was next to a certain person and they saw that and then they gave me credibility to now get all these. Even some of these are things that I even give to my friends. I'm not necessarily the one who's the creator. I'm just necessarily the middleman. And I now say, okay, cool, this is the creator that's good, this one and this one. So usually, sometimes even in those situations, how are you gonna put yourself in a position in which that you're better advertised?
Yes.
For me, I was in a position in which I could shove any creator and I could shove it down their throat and they had to work with it. That was the situation I was in there. I had the power.
Yes, you had the power.
What about the other side when I'm not so powerful, but I have to propose you? How are you gonna be put yourself in a situation in which you're the most advertisable to Simon, so that Simon can actually put you on in a real way? That's not what you gotta do. That's how you take yourself to the next level.
That is how you take yourself to the next level. So this is us trying to take ourselves to the next level.
Exactly.
Now today I was actually a guest on Hideout Podcast because of Simon. Thank you so much for having me today.
It's already over. No, it's not.
It's not over. Now let's
now it's getting serious.
It's getting serious.
She's about to ask me some serious questions. First of all, now we got merch. She got merch, yo. Wait, first of all, why have you not gotten a Hideout Podcast hat? What's wrong with you? This Hideout Podcast hat, it fits perfectly. As you can see, it just fits. Even it gives you a nice hairline. If in case your hairline is the way it gives you a new one.
It can even hide the hairline that you're trying to hide. Usingangane sana unaenda ku ile hair.
You need somewhere to keep your thoughts in place.
Hideout
cap. Hideout cap. Exactly. Hiding your thoughts.
It hides your thoughts.
You're welcome. That's the advert.
That's a good one. Cut. Tumemaliza show.
Cut that advert. You can add that clip.
Cut that. Tumemaliza show. It can even hide your thoughts.
Yeah, exactly.
Your thoughts. So please make good use of this merchandise. We started this merchandise this year.
This year, how much is the hat?
How much is the hat?
Yeah.
800.
800 only.
Yes, 800
I'm gonna order
only.
mine.
Oh,
yeah, I'm gonna order mine today.
Thank you.
No, I'm gonna order mine today.
Yes, it's actually.
What colors 800.
are there? Any color that you want.
Yellow. Blue?
Yellow. There has to be a yellow. I mean, like.
Is there a pinkish one?
There is. I actually have a pink.
Because I got some. My lady got me some other shoes that have a pink thingy.
Hey, Mungu nibariki,
and then now I'm thinking like, what can match?
Matching cups.
Yes.
That actually sounds like a
That's
good
what I'm
idea.
saying. I needed something. I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Yes, there actually has.
You send me the pink. You send me. I'll send you the color. Then immediately I'll make my order. I'm serious. Today.
Yes, sawa.
Today. That's what I'm doing. As you
that.
can see, I'm getting my order. Why are you not? Go ahead.
Yes.
Ask that question that you want to ask.
Yes, now I just wanted to ask now because we're still talking about partnerships and collaboration. I just want to know like what have you learned as a content creator, as a consultant, as a media personality? What have you learned about this space in terms of partnership, you as a brand, your service, okay, you know? Sure. What have you learned? Like, your one lesson in your learned too, because like, you know what, this is a lesson I'd like for other content creators, upcoming people who want to get in this space to get to know.
Sadly, the truth is this. I've learned the harsh truth. Just because you're the most talented does not mean you'll be the most paid.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Even you teared up. Just because you're the most talented doesn't mean you'll be the most paid. And just because you're talented does not mean that you're resourceful. And the most resourceful person is the person who actually get the perception of resource is the one who gets paid the most. And of course, even how you brand yourself can come away, but at the same time is how you prove your resourcefulness to the client. That's dependent on how you get paid. And that is the truth. That's a harsh reality in which I saw, case in point, in which someone who had around 40K followers versus someone who had 120K followers. The 40K followers was getting paid almost double than the person who's 120.
Okay, because they're more resourceful?
Yeah, and how they're branded themselves. Yeah, so there's also that. So, and the other one, you could clearly say that they're more talented, but not necessarily, the most paid. That's a harsh reality, and talent is only, if your talent is also resourceful, that's what makes you a golden, that's what makes you a really, you can now match the two and actually now get your payment that you're actually worth. Yeah, so I mean, and at the same time, don't enter into a deal hungry. You will be taken advantage of. People can see when you are hungry, when you want to get into a deal. Yes. The reason why I got clarity on that is because when I was the one now having the money and I was doing the resourcing, I could see where I could lowball someone. Because I could see it now. I'm like, oh, the guys with money can actually see when you're hungry. It's not even what you came in the gut. No. It's your persona and how you actually are behaving towards this deal. Are you actually directing it towards the goal of the campaign, or are you just directing your efforts only towards the money? And are you only looking for something short term? We pay you a big only one time. These are the person, they have consistency of income because they broke down that 1 point something into several months. And hence they got a long-term deal, which then now endeared them more to other brands. You just made a one deal and that was it. So yeah, and you have to remember, this is a people business. You're dealing with people, and learning how to integrate with people is very important, and dealing with different types of people and how to set permanent boundaries, which you don't have to shout for them to be respected, but you can be firm. Now for me, I'm a very shouty person. I don't have to shout to establish a boundary. I just have to be firm.
I love that you mentioned something to do with boundaries and all that, and also, you know, even you protecting your space in the process. Now, when it comes to mental health, as a person who works with a lot of brands and you know, different partnerships as well, because we are you know, everybody's bringing in their ideas and suggestions as well. Now, how do you deal in terms of mental health? You're like, now, you know what, like, Hideout, you know, I think I need to take some break from this partnership. This work I was supposed maybe to deliver by this time, but my mental health in the process is, you know, it's not doing it.
What I would say is be smart on the deadlines. In case you're falling short on something, you just don't necessarily, I would say, give yourself more time than you need to deliver. And when you're going to have a delay, say it earlier so you can maintain a level of professionalism.
Okay.
Yes. You still want to maintain a level of professionalism even when you're overflowing with work. If I needed to deliver something tomorrow, I'm not telling them tomorrow. I'm telling them today that I need more time. Telling them tomorrow you're too late. And hence it looks like you don't even know the timelines of your own projects. And hence you don't even know how to even pace yourself. That is now where you look unprofessional. If you need little breaks in between because you need some time, give me some time to go to the gym to let out some steam, give me some time to do this. You have already programmed that in your head when you set timelines. All right? They will propose and say, hey, we probably need this by next week, Thursday. And then that is a proposal. That is not a deadline. You need to give a pushback and recognize, no, next week, Thursday would not be possible. Let me give it to you by in 2 weeks, Monday. All right? you have bought yourself an extra 3 days and you can even deliver early.
Oh, and
then you can even deliver early, and that's how you get the perception of, oh, he delivered early.
Oh, he delivered even
earlier, before the
time.
Deadline, yeah. Because that's now will make you establish your credibility. Yeah, that's how even I would say that's how you handle it. Incorporate that. Don't make it their problem. That is your problem. Don't make your mental health other people's problem. It's your problem. Own it and then give yourself timeline for it. Yes. And that's now make you still like a professional and you're not making other people's problem. Because being honest, your mental problem is supposed to be yours. It's your mental issues. It's my issue that I'm anxiety, that I'm always erratic. That's me. The moment I make it someone else's problem, who wants to work with someone like that?
Okay.
Who wants to work with someone who constantly makes their issues other people's problem?
Oh, like my issues.
Yes.
Okay.
Slow down. Like, yes. Or have issues. No, learn how to mitigate it. And then now when it's over too much, learn how to even now communicate it. But do not look unprofessional, especially when you're doing a business deal. Because then that will someone will make you fragile. They don't know how to allocate time for their issues. They don't know how to mitigate certain issues. You learn how to do that. Yeah, then that's how you actually now grow. And then you're able to now handle more issues. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's actually great. I don't even want to add more because whatever you have just said.
You can add.
But then again, let me just ask, how long have you been doing content creation in terms of media?
Digital.
Yes, just
digital migration.
Yes.
Digital migration. I'm saying that time when the TVs turned from aerials to digital. That's the time I started.
Uongo Simon.
Yes.
Mbona nimesema uongo asi. This is your story to tell. You know, on Hideout you always say this is your story to
That's when I doing my first video on YouTube.
For real?
Yes, and I think I was still on campus though. But yeah, and that's when I made my first video on YouTube. That's when I started going on this journey. And like for me right now, let me talk about the evolution. Every content creator needs to know that you will evolve and grow. And if you don't evolve and grow, you seem like you're not actually growing with your audience. People that are actually consuming your content right now, they're also evolving and growing. Because the people that I was consuming way back in the day about maybe some specific pickup line that I'll need to pick up a girl, I'm not consuming that now.
I've
grown.
Consuming that.
I'm grown.
No,
I'm grown. I'm grown and I'm not dealing with the same problems.
Yes.
Because your audience is not dealing with the same problems as they are.
Exactly.
Just like how maybe Flacco's making some piece of content right now. When he grows, gets into a relationship, he's going to change different types of content. And when he gets now married, different types of content, you evolve in the content that you make.
Now, how do you maintain your audience in the process of like you growing as a person, as a content creator, and you maintaining your audience?
Yeah, because they're growing too.
Oh, they're growing too.
They're growing with you. People are growing up.
Oh, so like
everybody's growing up together. Everybody's growing up because you're growing up. The moment you stagnate in growth, that's when your moment now you become. Huyo bado is still doing those to normal pickup things in the streets, whatever. Even you can still be doing. Let's say you started off a street interviewer. Okay, you will change on the people that you're asking questions and also the questions that you're asking about.
Yes.
Reason being, different things become a priority in your life. And when you start, you just may be asking about relationship questions when you are single, in the context of when you're single. Then when you grow up and you get into a relationship, now you're asking relationship questions in the context when you're in a relationship.
True.
Then now when you're married, or if you think about marriage, you're talking about relationship questions when you're in the context of marriage. Those are all three different stages of growth, but at the same time, within the same realm. You see what I mean? You can still keep the same audience, but you're talking about different things all together because you're also growing. Then because now you're not talking about finances in depth. Like there's a different depth of talking about finances while dating, and a different depth to talk about finances when you're actually married. That's why that the conversations will be completely different. And as you grow, you have a different depth of conversation.
True.
Yeah.
And as you grow from your time in your Nasema, like you started your content creation and now up to where you are now, like do you think it's hard for you to like is becoming great harder? Or is the remaining, like being great, like remaining being great?
Yeah, it's hard.
Even harder.
Okay, what I would say is I'm not even there yet where I want to be, but I'm
you're
seeing
great.
I'm seeing that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
That is why we had our first partnership on Hideout podcast.
I'm honored.
Yes.
I sometimes don't recognize my own greatness. That's something that's interesting.
Yes.
But I recognize that I am that. I'm also I always see areas of growth in my perspective. Even how I articulate my thoughts. Simon, are you able to articulate your thoughts clearly to the extent that even people are not only able to listen, but they're able to take action? Because that's when you get more impact. That's the direction I'm actually going. Because I mentioned that to you last time there, and I'm already in that stage where I'm actually doing that. And I'm looking at the realms of even just beyond even digital marketing, even beyond even social issues, even politics and other things. I'm expanding to add your voice even to various sectors where I am a formidable force. What I say actually has weight. That is now very important to the extent that I know what I want to be when I'm 40 and I'm working on it now. I know the kind of authority that I want to have. I know the distinct voice that when I walk in, I have so much authenticity. It stinks. It has a stench. Well, I do not want to come in, and I heard this yesterday. I do not want to come in and my what are these called? The not insecurities. My
imposter.
My issues. Like, I don't want to be that person where your issues have a stench. Even people can feel it, but
even people can feel it, like the other person from the other.
Yeah, people can feel it. Some energy is like someone came in and said, "Hey, that person has a weird energy." But for me, I want to walk in where authenticity is now reeks into the room, and even fakeness just leaves. And I want to be able to have that force when I'm walking when I'm 40, because even I'm looking at other people who are in that stage, and I'm seeing how they move, how do they behave, what things are they saying, what are they indulging in, and that's how you always seek to actually even be better. And that's how even now you go through even your life, and at the same time even going throughout even your content creation journey. Because even when you're creating content, when you create from an authentic place, it will be different based on the things that you're actually learning and interpreting based on life experiences.